Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforcement Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, we are going to talk about self compassion. How self compassion helps you bounce back stronger. Imagine facing a tough day, making a mistake, or feeling like life is crushing you. How do you treat yourself in those moments? Self compassion is the practice of being kind, understanding, and supportive towards yourself. It's like being your own best friend. Instead of harsh self criticism, self compassion encourages you to accept your imperfections. Recognize that everyone struggles sometimes and approach your challenges with care and encouragement. This simple but powerful mindset can help you feel more resilient, improve your mental well being, and motivate you to move forward in life with confidence and hope. Self compassion isn't about letting yourself off the hook or avoiding responsibilities. It's about creating a healthy relationship with yourself that empowers you to grow and thrive even when life gets tough. Self compassion is another way of saying self kindness, being kind and gentle with yourself rather than harsh or critical in tough times. Now, how does self compassion help you move forward in life? Firstly, it promotes resilience. Self compassion helps you recover from setbacks more quickly than you think. When you're kind to yourself, you reduce self blame and are more likely to learn from mistakes and keep going and learning, falling forward, falling fast, learning fast at the same time. Self compassion also helps you build emotional well being. Study shows that self compassion can lower your anxiety, depression, and stress. It boosts self esteem and emotional regulation, allowing you to approach challenges with clear mind. And when you have clear mind, you can able to make better decisions over time until to the point of perfecting your masterpiece in that field. Self compassion also enhances your motivation. Contrary to that fear that self compassion makes people soft, quote unquote, it actually encourages perseverance. By removing the fear of failure, you're more likely to take risks and pursue goals with courage and drive. Self compassion also fosters healthy relationships. When you're compassionate with yourself, it's easier to extend your compassion towards others. When you know about more, you know, more about your imperfection, it's easier for you to understand that everyone do makes mistakes. Now this creates a deeper, more authentic connection to others. Lastly, self-compassion supports personal growth. By accepting your flaws and failures without judgment, you create the mental space needed for self improvement and growth. You learn to see challenges as an opportunities rather than threats. Now, what's going to happen when you lack self compassion? Now, this happens to everybody, especially tend to, when we initially encounter the problems. Sometimes we do lack of self compassion until to the point that we tend to realize that, you know, everyone makes mistakes. We got to face the problem as it is until to the time that we decided not to give up and then learn and learn and learn. But to some point though, there are times wherein, especially in when we're younger, like teenager, we tend to be tough to ourselves. Now, whenever we're not kind to ourselves, we tend to increase stress and anxiety. You know the way our inner voice is telling us that yes, it's your fault, or we tend to blame other people. Yes, it's their fault. That's why it didn't work. You know, the kind of way our inner voice, inner bitch is telling us, try to make everything blurry, try to cloud out the situation so that we cannot able to come up with better decisions. Now that's what happens when you have lack of self-compassion. Our inner voice tends to be critical, often amplifies stress as it piles shame and self-doubt into already difficult situations. To the point that, you know, we overthink the situation, and then burnout. And whenever we make decisions and in a way that everything has to be perfect, you know, to some people, they may push themselves to unsustainable standards, leading to feelings of inadequacy and exhaustion when those standards aren't met. And when you have lack of self-compassion, this is you're not you're not gonna be happy hearing this. You're gonna tend to be harsh on yourself, leading to feeling stuck in the past mistakes. It can create a fear of trying again or taking risk, slowing personal and professional growth. And as a consequence of that, a lack of self compassion can lead to overly high self expectations of others or an inability to forgive others, straining the interpersonal dynamics. If you're being hard on yourself, you're going to be hard on others too. And when you're burnout, you always want to be perfect, you're feeling not enough, your relationships have been strained, then it's easy to internalize failures as reflection of your worth, leading to chronic self-doubt and insecurity. Now, from lack of self-compassion, how can we practice self-compassion then? Firstly, talk to yourself like you talk to your best friend. Talk to yourself like you're being your own best friend. You know, the next time you feel bad about yourself, ask yourself, what would I say to my best friend right now to lift my best friend's mood up, to help my best friend come up with better decisions. So try to think outside the box, like you're looking at yourself. How are you going to cheer yourself up? How are you going to be a cheerleader to yourself? That is why, it's important to talk to yourself like you talk to your best friend. Another thing is that remember, everyone makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Even adults mess up sometimes. Even the elderly people, not everybody underage, like 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, not everybody has figured it out. Not everybody has all the answers. Everybody, what matters most is that we move forward from time to time. Whenever we reach our goals, whenever we make mistakes, whenever we're successful, we just keep moving forward. And nobody has the right answer. Other people might give you clues, but it's still up to you. It's still up to us, whatever we want to do with our lives. So since we're always in a work in progress, it means that we're still capable to make mistakes at any age. That's the beauty of life. We make mistakes and learn from our mistakes by means of dealing the consequences of it. Most importantly, we have to get the lessons from our mistakes. Also, take a break when you need it. If you're feeling overwhelmed about the situation, it's okay to rest or do something you enjoy before trying again to avoid burnout and to clear out your mind. And when you are being kind to yourself, and there are times that we do things right, then celebrate. Celebrate what you did right. Instead of only noticing what went wrong, think about the good things you did too. They are milestones. You got to be proud of those milestones. Your accomplishments, your achievements. Not necessarily, you get a medal out of it. You can just buy your own medal. Be happy about yourself. It doesn't mean that everybody, you expect other people to be happy about it. Most importantly, you're proud of yourself. Now, why is self compassion important? Why I want to bring this up to you today. Being nice to yourself helps you feel stronger, happier, and ready to take on challenges. And when you're kind to yourself, it's like giving yourself a little hug that says, I'm on my own team and I've got this. I'm willing to do whatever it takes in order for me to get to my destination, to get what I want. I'm willing to pay the trade offs that life is giving me in order for me to get to my goals. Being compassionate to yourself helps you become unstoppable. Now, I hope you learned something from our discussion today. If you ever love this episode, you can share this to your family and friends. You can follow me in Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even in Amazon Music. Reinforce Me Club, by the way. This is Anne, your fellow positive reinforcer. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thank you very much.